Hi, I'm Tomislav Hordov and I will explain situation from the game Bayern Olympiacos.
Turkish Airlines EuroLeague Round 5, FC Bayern Munich versus Olympiacos Piraeus.
So we have Bayern's player Johannes Voigtmann called for a foul in the act of shooting. The foul occurs when Tyler Dorsey from Olympiacos is in motion close to the three-point line. When the illegal contact occurs, ball is resting in the shooter's hand and he is beginning his shooting motion and then he releases the ball. This is a correct call, foul in the act of shooting.
BKT Euro Cup Round 3, Umana Reia Venice versus Kosea Jael Bourg-en-Bresse. Reia's Kyle Wiltshire penetrates toward the basket and there is no call made by the referees. The ball is then passed to Alessandro Lever, who makes a jump shot with Bourg big man Jean-Marc Ponce being called for a foul in the act of shooting. The referees get together and correctly decide to review the previous action by Wiltshire as a potential act of violence. After the review, the referees correctly decide to call an unsportsmanlike foul on Wiltshire for extending his elbow outside of his cylinder and making excessive contact with the head of Bourg's Brandon Paul. The referees decide to administer the penalties in the order they occurred. So correctly, we have 2 free throws. First by Paul for Wiltshire's unsportsmanlike foul, and then 1 free throw by Lever for the foul called on the made basket. Turkish Airlines EuroLeague Round 2, AS Monaco versus Maccabi Playtika Tel Aviv. Monaco's Jaron Blossom game is called for a personal foul during a fast break. This is a correct call. The contact is from the front, so it does not meet the criteria for an unsportsmanlike foul by the last defender. A foul that requires that the illegal contact is made by a player from behind or laterally on an opponent. Following the first foul called, there is contact by Monaco's Alpha Diallo, which does not meet any of the criteria to be an unsportsmanlike foul and therefore must be disregarded. If the second contact met one of the unsportsmanlike foul criteria, for example, no attempt to play the ball or excessive contact, then it would not be disregarded and it would have been called an unsportsmanlike foul. Turkish Airlines EuroLeague Regular Season Round 5, Baskonia Vitoria-Gasteiz versus Alba Berlin. Alba's Matteo Spagnolo attempts a jump shot and Baskonia's Dante Hall blocks the ball. The referee calls a goaltending violation and counts the basket. This is a correct call, firstly because the ball was above the rim when it was blocked, and secondly because the ball was on its downward flight to the basket. In this example, if the violation had been wrongly called and overturned, the game would have resumed with a throw-in for Alba, because when the violation was called, the ball was going out of bounds from a last touch from Hall.